What up? So it's a beautiful day here at Down the Road Motors. It's official. It's getting officialized. The name is happening here. I know it's been a long time since I've made a YouTube video update. So I wanted to give you guys a shop update of the shop, Down the Road Motors. This is Hot Rods Forever. Let me just go ahead and lock the front door because we don't want to be interrupted right now. So, this is my office. Right when you walk in, as you remember, it was very empty. This is it. Let me show it to you. We got some cool old posters set up here. So this is a vintage print of the Adolfo Camarillo house. Camarillo is the city where I live. I basically grew up, so got that hanging up there. I found that at the swap meet. I love going to swap meets. I love finding vintage stuff. Anything old, I do love and adore. I have a really huge, I would just say admiration for old stuff, clocks, car cup plaques, anything vintage, basically, I love. So, some old school dragsters from the 50s, 60s, 70s. Don Gartlitz, Tommy Ivo, some of you may have heard those names. Those are their dragsters. Bunch of paint. So, American Racing Wheel, love those wheels. This is an original Minnesota Fats poster. One of the baddest pool players around in his time, probably in history, I would say. My little office desk. I know it's a little messy right now, excuse it. But we're just making moves. We're doing the damn thing. So, yeah. Picked up some cool stickers here. Love vintage drag strip stickers. Buddy sent me that for the Magic Muffler wagon, as y'all know. Some pencils too, some Magic Muffler pencils, really cool. Shout out to Mike, thank you for those. There it is. There's the original Magic Muffler Fiat Dragster. One of two of the most infamous photos taken in Southern California hot rod history right there. We'll get into that more on another YouTube video for sure. There's my Magic Muffler wagon pulling the reproduction of the Magic Muffler Fiat in Bakersfield. There it is again, Famosa. Pops' stock car. Look at that bad boy. Oh my gosh, this thing is so sexy. Hooked me up with it. With the photo, steel wheels. That's just old school stock car, black and white photo. Whiteboard. I feel like it's very important to write your, sorry about my chicken scratch. My writing is normally better than that, ladies. I love writing goals on here, things that I'm going to complete. As you can see, I've already crossed off some of them, and there are some things on here that I haven't written down that I am doing too as goals, but those are future within the next, hopefully, I try and do, within the next 60 to 90 days, stuff that's coming up, even stuff for the week. I'm a really firm believer in writing your goals down and basically trying to accomplish them in a timely fashion. I don't know if I mentioned this. This isn't my full-time gig. This is just like something I'm doing for supplemental income, for side cash. So basically, when I come here, it's just my place, my happy place, if you could say, you can call it. I come here. I got this place to store my vehicles, to keep them out of the elements. That's number one. Number two, tied right there with number one is, some supplemental income, make some extra cash, keep myself busy, keep myself out of trouble. For those of you that are thinking about getting a shop, I hope and wish you the best. I firmly, if you're into old cars, muscle cars, hot rods, I push that avenue towards anybody that wants to do it. I didn't think it was ever going to happen for me, and it did. So stay persistent, stay consistent, stay true, stay hardworking, stay honest. That's all you can do. Be a good person. Old school clocks. So these are from the 20s. Like, let me tell you a little bit about these. These are old school clocks here. This is basically a school clock. This is a Japanese school clock. So basically this was made in Japan, regulator on the glass. These are old advertising clocks. That's what you would call these. These are from, oh man, you know, cowboy days, straight up. I mean, early 1900s. Some of these are as early as the late 1800s. Original coating, original finish. So my pops is into clocks. He got me into clocks. And I really love the advertising clocks. I love just the way they're set up over the school clocks. This is just the first one I happened to pick up at a swap meet, so I still have it. I have it on display. It's the first one that me and my pops did together, so it's just kind of there. But personally, looks-wise, I definitely love the advertising clocks a lot better. Really cool. I also have a couple of mantle clocks. I'll show you those later. Pick this cool vintage print up at a swap meet too. Check it out. Enjoying the world's safest beach at Carpinteria, California. So Carpinteria is a city in my county. I live in Ventura County, and as some of you may have known or heard of, Carpinteria, there it is. It's an old school vintage print. I would say definitely from the 50s, maybe the 60s there. Pretty cool. Panel 10. That's an original. Got some stuff here. There's a tri-scroll mat box. Pretty cool, right? Got some cool old books here. Just a couple of stuff that I made for a car show, helping out a friend, organize a car show a little bit. So that was kind of cool. People give me magazines and books. I try and read them when I have time, or at least look at the pictures. People hook me up with parts. So this is another thing I do too. So like vintage, antique, classic car parts. That's like one of my avenues. My business partner, Mike and Company, been in business for over 35 years. Great friend of mine. You know, it's one of my mentors too, for sure. Knows a lot about vintage car parts, tail light lenses, anything window, rubber, felt related that you need, glass, reproduction skirts, sun visors, reproduction hubcaps. We can get all that stuff, and we get good quality US made materials when it comes to the rubber. Only the premium stuff. That's all we use. So hit us up, Myco, Antique Auto Parts. I will I'd be happy to shoot you guys their number for sure. It's 805 area code 482-1725. Again, we're located in Camarillo, California, so you can hit me up. That's the shop number, so feel free to call there, leave a message, let them know Danny V or Danny Vahidi, aka The Butcher sent you. This is just a big, this is normally not in here. This is something that was given to me for free. So what I'll do, and I'll explain it to you folks, is basically there are items that I buy. I mean, there's items that are given to me. There's items that are basically put out that are free sometimes, right? So this is an office executive desk. It's in pretty decent shape. I'm gonna clean it up, and basically I'm gonna sell it, and it's all gonna be 100% profit. And what I do with stuff like that is basically it helps pay for this place. Okay, it helps pay for, it could be anything. It could be for the rent, it could be for my electricity bill, anything that I don't have to pay out of pocket, because I have a full-time job and I work. And if I don't have to use my income coming in from my first job to pay for this place, that is an outstanding month. That is a great month. That means that I didn't put any money out of my pocket to keep this place afloat and up and running. And there has been a couple months where I had to do that, which is pretty good since I've been here for about a year now. And so things have been going good. I've been not only have I been blessed, I've been consistent. I'm working hard, and people are like, "You got a lot of stuff, man." But it's like, well, first of all, I collect a lot of stuff, and second of all, I sell a lot of stuff too. So like, you know, this has been here. This is like one of those things where it's like, okay, it's money sitting there. There's a couple of file cabinets behind that too. I do stay organized with my bills and my, you know, all that stuff. My receipts. I try to keep it all in file cabinets and in folders. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so basically after you walk in from the office entrance door, this is the shop area. this is not the permanent place for this, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now about a lot of things. When you move into a shop, right, you gotta find the perfect place for everything, and it takes time, because the more you work in it, the more you realize, well, this needs to be here, this needs to be there. And it's kind of like, you're set up at home, let's say. You do things to your advantage to make it work to your advantage, and to make things more efficient, and in a place where you can work a little quicker. So this happened to just be out of the way for now. It's kind of in the way of the walkway. That part I don't like, but I'll basically move this somewhere and put stuff inside. I already put stuff inside it, so that's good. Raquel, beautiful, the great. I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Like I said, anything old vintage I love. This is a phone out of Chicago, Illinois, California. That's where it was made. It's out of the 1920s for sure. Old school little fishing photo. Land of the free, home of the brave. Couple of plaques that I received for my 53 Chevy. I got first place at the Hot Rod and Truck Show, revving it up for education. That was at the ROP show in Camarillo, California years ago. So I got first place for the 52 to 54 class a couple of years in a row. I think one was 2010, the other one was 2011, so we're taking it back a little bit. Model A, I don't know if you guys remember this, 28 Model A. Basically all original, all factory, except for the steel wheels and the old school pie crust tires. Got some white walls on it, Goodyears. I'm gonna drop it down a little bit. Basically, there was water in the oil, so I pulled the head off, and I'm probably gonna end up pulling the entire engine out of this car, but we'll save that for another day too. I'm just showing you guys the setup here. Got some stuff hung up on the wall since you last seen it. Love old classic motorcycles, motorcycle parts, license plates, all that good stuff. Some parts here. You never know when you're gonna need a radiator. This one's in probably kind of crappy shape, and this one's a little bit better. So I like to, when I see stuff for a super good deal that I can use, and I typically buy it. Needed an axle for the wagon, a 56 axle. So buddy Jim Data hooked me up with this whole setup here. It's a whole rear end from a 56. So that's cool. Old sidecar fender. Some Harley parts on it. This is pretty cool, old school 3-1 setup. And when I say 3-1, 3 carburetors on one manifold for early 235 straight 6 Chevrolet. This one is really, really unique too. I haven't ever seen one like that. It's the Cyclone brand, really cool. Definitely have seen the McGurks around, but Cyclone is pretty rare for sure. So like I said, everything's not permanent, but this has been my workplace, my place of income, my place of relaxation, my place of getting stuff done lately. Mom Kenyon's Oldsmobile in here, Ventura County Hot Rod legend, and one of my great friends. Basically, he bought this car new, so that's pretty badass to me. He brought it back. He sold it to his brother for a while, brought it back from Montana, and basically there's some plans for this too. So that'll be another cool YouTube video. Oxidant acetylene tank. Got my torches. I got to hook up my new hoses there. Set up the gauges correctly. I'm gonna get a different setup for recycling. I just kind of got them hanging from my transmission jack right now. It's kind of in the way, but fender for sale for a 30s Ford. Got my fridge over there, my deep freezer. Got a couple of cabinets I'm gonna throw on the wall, and basically I got this cool little setup here. This is all my detailing stuff, spray paints, oils, brake fluid, any kind of fluid for a vehicle I have here. That way I don't have to worry about going to the auto parts store. Shout out to Ventura County Auto Supply, aka Napa Auto Parts in Ventura County. Visit all your local Napa Auto Parts, Ventura, Oxnard, Camarillo. Go talk to all those boys in there, especially the Camarillo store. It's my home store, so shout out to those boys. Thanks for always hooking me up with everything that you hook me up with, and for basically sponsoring me, man. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Napa Auto Parts is my sponsor. I have a lot of Napa stuff in here. They do hook me up with some stuff. They do give me a great deal on stuff. They always take care of me and keep the cars going down the road here at Down the Road Motors. So that's pretty cool. I got my tire rack set up here. I think what I want to do is eventually I'm going to hang those cabinets up on the wall, get them off the floor, obviously, because they're not being efficient there, and put all this stuff inside there. And then I'll basically I'm going to take these wood shelves out and I'll have more room for tires and racks, because I'm a firm believer in building my cars around the wheels. So that's me. So that's me. That's how I was raised. Like, you get the wheels and then you build your car around those fucking wheels. Okay, that's Grinders Car Club shit right there. So Grinders Car Club has been around since the 40s, 50s. Grinders Car Club, that's one of the original plaques right there. Southwest LA, which was the Gardena area, Gardena, California, right in that area. That's where they roam. So they did build a dragster back in the day that used to run pretty hard too. So I'll give you some details on that later for sure. Chill room, break room, relax room. This is like where I have a lot of my collectibles stuff too, and just stuff that I've acquired over the years. Just kind of set it up this way after I moved in for now. It works. If I need to watch TV, I got that set up here too. Netflix, Wi-Fi. I try not to do that too much. More so, like, I try and watch YouTube stuff and stuff that's going to take it, be beneficial and more of an advantage to me. When it comes to doing something that I'm unfamiliar with, you can watch it more on YouTube nowadays, and it's nice. So it's a great way to doing things. And I'm old school too. Like, I have shop manuals and books for like taking stuff apart when it comes to cars. So like, I like doing that too, and reading shop manuals and books. So let me show you what's on the walls in here in the break room / chill room here at Down the Road Motors. All right, so just some old school pictures and stuff, and places that I've been, places that I've acquired and collected. So Bill Holiday is my pops' best friend. It's Uncle Bill. Bill Holiday had a shop here in Camarillo, as you can see, at Holiday's Harley Parts and Motorcycles. Great guy, heart of gold. Ended up, unfortunately, somebody ended up hitting him while he was on his Harley. Super Bowl Sunday, I think in the late 90s. I want to say 1996 or 95, somewhere in there. And fortunately, he didn't make it out of that accident. But great guy. Got some cool stuff here. Some jokingly old school papers here. John Wayne, the Duke. Love Johnny Cash, so got him on the wall. A couple of people that I know that have passed away, a little remembrance area for sure. Of great people that I've known. Roy Poole, one of the Grinders Car Club members in Camarillo with the Blue Comet. Some of you may have seen that thing lifting its front wheels off the ground at Famosa and some of the local SoCal drag strips. He helped me a lot growing up with a lot of cars, and he taught me some things too. So he's definitely somebody that deserves to be in here with me while I'm doing all this. John Rako, my buddy, great car detailer guy. If you guys need your car detailed, he's been in the business for years. He details some really high-end stuff. He hooked me up with these cars, and I will show you the Magic Muffler car him and his buddy painted up for me. Got a little toaster oven here, microwave oven, got a little air fryer, coffee maker here, little Magic Muffler section. So Rodder's Journal, Magic Muffler Fiat is featured in there. The Elapsed Times magazine, Magic Muffler Fiat in there. Magic Muffler Nut, obviously I have the wagon. Car Club plaques, love them. They're on the wall, collect them. A lot of these are originals. Some of them are repos, which stands for reproductions, but I do have a lot of originals, and I love Car Club plaques. So some Hot Rod magazines. It's just kind of a table. I got this table when I got the van. I kind of just, I don't know. I mean, I use it sometimes, but I think I'm going to end up selling it because it's just kind of like taking up space. And I really want to basically free up this area a little bit more, and more stuff to sell here. So I got a bunch of records and albums that I need to sell. I need to take them down to the record parlor and Amoeba Music in Hollywood, and just get rid of them that that'll open up some space, and I can set up this cool old pinball machine. Check it out. That's the face of it. It lights up. It's a Hollywood pinball machine. It's pretty cool. Old school vintage, definitely from the 50s. You see the sides, look at that detail. The legs are there. Just need to set it up. Got some stuff on display in the cabinet there. Gumball machines, old school tachometer, sun tachometer. I love stuff like that. Some model cars, bobbleheads, Don Drysdale. Magnesium wheels. Another thing that I love and collect, and those are spindle mount 5 spokes. They're pretty rare. Some Goodyear Blue Streak tires, which are also old school vintage, pretty rare. Would be great pair of tires. I definitely am not going to give them away. They are worth some money, and I would be happy to sell them to somebody that needs them. So if anybody needs some magnesium, hit me up. I do have some stuff for sale. And yeah, I love wheels. So as I mentioned before, mantle clock. Pretty cool. We did that one up. Old school from the 20s, maybe 30s. Some butcher stuff that I have on the wall because I was a butcher beet cutter for 15 years. So I did a lot of that. And just a chill area, some couches to keep it kind of homey and comfortable in here. Got a recliner here, so that's nice. Got to put that on. That's a new front bumper for my brother's Jeep. So we're going to get that done. We just brought that over. And let's see here. Bathrooms pretty much looks the same. I still want to do a little remodeling in here, but I did clean it up really good. And got it all clean and stuff. Got the toilet to work better. You know, got a little setup here of cleaners and all that good stuff. Kind of, I don't know, maybe I'll paint it in there because it's kind of plain Jane white right now. And so it's a pack shop in here right now. I do have plans to get a 2-post bend pack lift put in here. It's on back order, so I'm just waiting for that to come in. That'll make things a lot easier for me because I'm really used to like working on my back and on the floor, and that's going to be so nice to have a lift now because I did also grow up around lifts, so it's going to be nice to have my own. Shout out to the guys that have let me use their lifts that are in my car club. Pops, obviously Don Cook, and Tim McGrath. You guys are awesome. Definitely a couple of my mentors right there when it comes to everything that I'm doing in here. So yeah, I sold, remember I had 3 of those racks. I sold 2 of them off, which was cool. That one out of the way, so it's working out good for me. Old school 7-Up machine. Had that for a long time with the 7-Up old wood box, the crate to carry them in. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. So Rowdy 57 aka Papa Smurf is back in the house. Okay, so we're gonna be working on him soon, but one of my goals by August 1st is to get the engine, trans, and driveline put back in him. So that is a goal that I'm gonna complete by August 1st. Like I said, it's very good to set some goals. That way you give yourself a timeline, give yourself a limit. Let me show you this little area. This is like one of the main work areas here. So I could fit 2 cars in here. I've done it. Like I fit the Model A in here, and the wagon, or the Model A and the 57 would fit here, but then it's kind of tight. You don't really have enough room on the sides for stuff. So I do kind of prefer it more with 1 car in here, to be honest, because it gives you little area to work around cars. Plus I got my boxing bag set up right there, and that's my speed bag. I'm gonna have my heavy bag set up over here. I just ordered a mount, so I'm gonna anchor it to that wall and set it up there. So let me show you some of the stuff I have here that helps me through my days here. Just some tools that I have that help me get through my day. Some more stuff I have for sale here is some Chevelle Camaro parts. A Mirage of magnesium wheels. It's a full set of 4, 215 8.5s on bottom, 215 6s on top. They're actually in really, really great shape for being magnesiums. All Chevy bolt pattern. Rowdy 57's engine, naturally aspirated. It's probably been a while since y'all have seen this, but I'm not going to get too much into it. Should make about 600 horsepower, give or take, naturally aspirated, but I am going to put a single or a twin turbo setup on this. So my goal was to make 1,000 horsepower on the dyno, which I think I'm easily going to complete. No problem. And then obviously, I don't need that on the street. It's just not, you don't need it. 600 is plenty of horsepower on the street, so I'll just tone it back a notch and fucking run like 1 pound of boost and call it a day. My air compressor is set up here. I want to get a hose reel real nice and make that better, but it works. It has been getting stuff done for me. I have sold some cars out of here, as y'all have seen on my Instagram. The Butcher _87 is my Instagram. That is the Butcher _87 is my Instagram. But I want to do some more YouTubing, and I kind of want to, get my YouTube following up and everything. So anybody that want to support me on here, like you do on Instagram, I would deeply appreciate it. A couple of rear ends, third members. You got a 456 posi down there for the wagon. Whenever I want, just picked up this 370 single track. That's the one that came with that setup that I showed you before. I got my little drill press here that I've had for years. Big drill press, gets the shit done. I got a rack here. Basically, this is a lot of Rowdy 57, aka Papa Smurf stuff. Try to keep it organized, like these 3 shelves down. And then I got some like ropes, straps, and stuff like that here. Some stuff that was given to me. There's some stuff that I still need to sell. There's a box of parts, Camaro Chevelle parts there. That's on Craigslist, just kind of chilling there. Got a disc and belt sander here. Got a wood saw, got a steel saw. So I just use those whenever I need them. The cherry pickers here, this folds, it collapses. It just happens to be out because I want to get stuff done. Got some stuff, memorabilia hanging on the wall there. More wheels. This is like my little workout area zone. Hit the speed back here. Got to pump that up. Went flat on me. Old school hubcaps, love hubcaps. Stuff to sell, more stuff to sell here. So I sell a lot of stuff on Craigslist, offer up at Facebook Marketplace. So this is kind of the racks of like stuff that I'm going to sell or stuff that I used to. Not all this is for sale. So like I got like my little camping and barbecue section there. So whenever I go camping, I just grab it and go. But I'll probably reset all this up. I'm not super happy with the setup, but it's off the ground. It's elevated off the floor, and I know where it's at. And I'm a one-man shop, so that's really all that matters. Got my jacks in here and everything, so it's pretty cool. It's working out pretty good for me. There's obviously still some more stuff I need to sell and get rid of, but I got a lot of storage here in this shop, which is really good. I mean, I got that top deck there. I got a top deck over there. Plenty of storage. My barbecue here, so now it's heating up. You're gonna see Butch on the grill a lot more. Growing up some ribeyes right here in the parking lot. It's my big roll-up door, and this goes to my back lot with plenty of spots. The Magic Wagon, looking pretty, sitting pretty. I'm gonna change the wheels and stance on it. I'm gonna get some new tires for it. So I'm running 14.7 American torque thrust originals on it all the way around right now, but I'm gonna put some 15.8.5s on it, which will be cool. Unfortunately, my truck is normally not in here. This is the Wolverine work truck. It happened to get stolen, unfortunately, but I did recover it back, so that's good. They stole it to steal the catalytic converters out of it, so I know these Chevy trucks are on the lookout right now for getting shit stolen, so just keep your eyes peeled, because it's definitely not cool when people steal your stuff. Got some workbenches, my workstation's over there, toolbox. And this is basically the shop. I know it's a lot fuller and a lot more packed than when you last seen it, but this is just a little shop update video for the YouTube channel. I'm gonna be making some more YouTube channel material and posting it on here. I'll show you what I've been doing the last about 12 months, because that's probably how long it's been since I made a YouTube video. So I'll get you all up to date and show you what's been going on here at Down the Road Motors for the last 12 months, and I'm just gonna make it happen. All right, I love you guys. I thank you guys for the support. I'm very grateful and thankful for everybody that's been here along the way, and for all the continued things that we're going to be doing together, and that we're going to be growing together and all that good stuff. So it's going to be a great thing for us. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Till next time. Peace.